Hello YouTube and welcome to another episode of The Cloudy Vape. In this video we're going to be talking about the Derringer RDA by Praxis. I received this RDA from Mount Baker Vapor for the purpose of review, so let's check it out. One more time, I did not say it, but I'm going to say it. Thank you Mount Baker for sending this out for review. Bam! So I'm pretty sure you've probably seen the review of the Derringer RDA already, but this is the updated version, and maybe you've already seen that review also. But I just want to walk you through it and let you know a little bit about it and all that good stuff. So let's get intimate. So here is the Derringer RDA by Praxis Vapors. It is a very small about 17 millimeter, 22 millimeter device, 17 millimeters in height, and 22 millimeter RDA. And it is it's weird. It's a nice reduced chamber. So a few things. You have markings. You have it says Derringer atomizer. It says Praxis Vapors. The other markings you have. So you have a little thunderbolt right here in between Praxis and Vapors. You also have a thunderbolt right on the drip tip, or at least where the drip tip connects right there. So that is your main markings. There's nothing on the bottom. So as far as the bottom pin goes, it is not adjustable, and I believe it is just a stainless steel pin. It doesn't look like a different coloration or anything like that, so if you do know better, let me know. But as far as what I can see, it looks exactly like the rest of the build, which is a 304 stainless steel. So it does not have adjustable center posts. As I'll talk about a little bit later, basically the first one I got sent from Mount Baker had a spinning post, and it would not tighten down no matter what. But thankfully Mount Baker has good customer service, and I got it returned pretty quickly. So I'll talk about that more at the end. So this is essentially a three-piece RDA. You have your top cap with your airflow, your Cyclops airflow going on, which is roughly 3 millimeters open, and it is roughly, I would say, about 5 or 6 millimeters in width. So you have that Cyclops airflow kind of going on, and that is on both sides, and then you do have your drip tip connection on the top. And yeah, it's just a nice, no real dome shape going on, just a nice, smooth, really good machining on that. And then as far as the airflow control ring, this goes inside the top cap and then onto the deck like that, and then the top cap goes over it like that. This has your option for single coil or your dual coil option. So it has a nice option in it, and just like the Mutation X version 3, these airflows are drilled at an angle. They're not drilled directly in, they're drilled at an angle, and this is roughly 3 airflow holes on each side. So you have 3. If you're doing dual coil, you have 6, a total of 3 on each side. Single coil, you would have a total of 3, and they're roughly 2 millimeters to 2.5 millimeters. I haven't measured them, but they're roughly about that size. But as far as this goes, very nice machining. There's not a lot of bores on the inside. Nothing really sharp going on. But it's a nice airflow control ring, kind of something new. I haven't really seen much. So yeah, that's the airflow control ring. So let's check out this deck. We have 2 negative posts milled into the deck. We have 1 center positive post. They use grub screws, Allen key grub screws. The Allen key does come with the device, if I haven't already said that. Also comes with a few extra grub screws. As far as right here, you have these 2 little steps going on. This smaller O-ring in here is for your inner airflow control ring. The outer O-ring is for your top cap. So the inner airflow control ring pops on, and then the top cap goes over all of it, and that's how you finish it off. You do have this little lip going on, so it's kind of just stepping down 3 times, and then on the bottom, just a flat design. You have a nice protruding center contact pin right there for your positive connection, and then it is just a very nice smooth 510 connection. And I haven't had really any issues fitting this on most of my 510 connections. But as far as inside here, you have a decent sized juice well. I would say it's about 3.5 to 4 millimeter juice well in here. It's not super deep, but it definitely is good enough. You do have a little insulator in there right by the center positive. And then as far as your post holes go, you kind of have the Cyclops post holes, kind of like the Freak Show Mini, I guess. I would say it's about 3 millimeters in width and roughly 1.5 millimeters in height. So these are just these slits kind of cyclops post holes. It's really nice for you know, laying two things right in the center post, two leads down there in parallels and any flat ribbon type of stuff. So it is very nice, and I do enjoy building on it. But like I said about the center post spinning, you'll notice once you start tightening down your center positive post, if you get this and start building, it'll start spinning. Once you get it tight, the positive post will just keep spinning. And if you have that issue and you know the company you ordered it from has good returns, definitely contact them. Don't cry about it, just contact them and try to get it worked out. So that was just a quick rundown of this device. Looking at it one more time, we have our deck with our positive connection on the bottom. We have a few O-rings to seal off these various top parts. We have our airflow control ring that pops down in just like that. And then we have our airflow, our top cap with some airflow holes in it. So if you see like that, you can twist and shut off those 3 airflow holes depending on if you want, you know, 2 open, 3 open, none open. Or you can also run it just like this. I've ran it like this a little bit, take off that airflow control ring, and then just have a nice wide open airflow on each side. So it does give you a few options. Definitely a versatile on what type of airflow you want on this. And yeah, I'm enjoying it, and let's go back up to FaceTime and talk about it just a little bit more. So let's talk about this RDA. So the few things I think, it is a nice RDA, definitely a nice RDA. The only issue I had is the first one I got did have a spinning positive post, which was no biggie because thanks to Mount Baker, they have great customer service. So definitely if you do get this from Mount Baker and you have a spinning center positive post, go to Mount Baker online and request a return, and they'll send you a new one or a refund, whatever. Mount Baker has great customer service, so it's just nice to have that reassurance. I think, you know, there's a lot of companies out there that do offer great customer service, great return policies, but definitely before you make a purchase, even if it's not from Mount Baker, make sure the company you're purchasing from has a nice return policy, because most of these devices do have defects. You can't really, you know, unless you have great quality control, most of these devices do have defects. So they did send me a new one, and it works very well, so I'm very excited about that. As far as everything else, I personally like it. I know a lot of people say that it leaks a lot, and you know, I guess that's just kind of the issue you would have if it's a smaller reduced chamber. It doesn't leak too bad for me. It's only if I over drip or if I build way too big of coils, you know, I kind of have to build for the size of the device. So larger coils, definitely you're going to get more leaking because you just have so much surface area and so much cotton in there, and it kind of just falls out of the edge. But if you build it just right, if you get it lined up pretty well, I don't really have much spitback going on or any type of leaking going on. I just want to let you know that. But as far as cons go, I wish it would have come with a drip tip, because you know, just finding the right drip tip for something so small like that, it's kind of a pain. But again, that's just kind of my thoughts about it. But as far as the overall experience with this device, I'm enjoying it. I really like it. Very flavorful. The reduced chamber is just on point. And yeah, I like the dual coil, single coil option, even though I don't really use single coil very much. It is nice. So my overall thought is yes, very much. I think this is a killer RDA, and it works very well. So that's going to wrap up this review. I hope you found it helpful. Hope it gave you a little insight on what I think about it, also what's going on with this device, and all the happy stuff. So again, thank you so much, Mount Baker, for sending this out. And if you want to know more about Mount Baker, or you want to know where I got it, I'll put a link in the description box below to Mount Baker. And thank you again, Mount Baker, for working with me on the returns and all that stuff. Very good customer service, very prompt and very quick. So you can't really beat that unless, you know, like I said, when you're shopping, definitely look for the company's return policy. Make sure you understand what you're able to do and all that good stuff. So yeah, be smart. Be smart, because I'm not always. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, please like it. And if you like my videos in general, please subscribe. And as always, stay classy and keep vaping.